Welcome to Moonshine and Music. Paul Walker, not the movie actor that died in a car crash, the actual musician, Paul Walker. It is fabulous to have you here, brother.
Oh, thank you very much. Coined the phrase Paul Walker the Infamous. That'll be.
Is that what it makes it differentiated?
Correct. Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
If I ever make it to fame, it'll only because of infamy. So.
I mean, I think they should throw you in the next Fast and Furious film just because you have the right name.
I'd do justice if I could.
You take one for the team.
Yeah, it's a little bit of money, you know.
So, tell the audience a little bit about yourself. You know, where you grew up and when you started playing music.
So my mom and dad grew up in Madison, Wisconsin, just north of it. My mom and dad made us choose between sports and music, and then everyone chose music in my family. We got three brothers, and so I started playing piano when I was in first grade. That's what and then I wanted to learn the drums, but they told me that I had to learn to play the piano for 3 years first, and then I did drum lessons from fourth grade until like middle school, high school, something like that, and then I studied privately for percussion. And that continued into college, because then I got an out-of-state scholarship to IU Bloomington, and then it just kept going, and I haven't really stopped ever since.
Oh, that's awesome, man! Like, is that how you got to Indiana?
That's exactly
for
it.
School? You came
Yeah. So I was auditioning for. I wanted to be a classically trained orchestral timpanist at a regional tier level with the Terre Haute Symphony and with Columbus, Indiana. I wanted some positions doing that. But to get to that, you have to go to a music school and study with someone who played professionally. So I went to IU because they gave me money. How could I say no?
Well, that's cool. IU had a good football year. Just it wasn't because of your music, but
No, I'm rooting for it.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. So you been playing writing your own songs recently, right?
Yeah, a lot more recently. I just getting in the pocket. Sometimes you get an idea and then you run with it. It's contagious to yourself. I just got to get it out. That's the way that my music is.
Do you find when you're writing songs you have a lot of influences from music that you like, or where does it come from?
That's a great question. I would say yeah. So I a lot. I'm binging video game music, but when you put a real classical chordal resolution on top of that, it's just really fun. So I've always enjoyed that. But then vocally, my hero is Josh Groban. So I don't know if you know Josh Groban.
Yeah.
Really good, vocalist, musician. And so just growing up, it's kind of weird to try and I try to emulate his voice, but then to put that into video game and electronica music is maybe not. So it's fun. It's been a journey trying to figure out how to make it all fit, and it makes it fun. So.
Yeah. So I know you're working on a record that you want to put together.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's going to be how many songs? What do you got laid out?
So at least 11 songs. Probably. I'm doing 5 tonight. So they'll probably, for sure, the first 3 songs will be the first 3 in the album. And I've got, at the end of 2021, I got divorced, and so great music is inspired from great tribulation and stories and learning and things like this, right? And so I've had just ever since that, just a great opportunity to grow and learn, and I feel like it just equips you with so much different context to write a song. And then looking back, I'm like, my gosh, I got 20 or 30 songs, and I'm like, I should probably do something with this, I guess, So I'm taking it a little more seriously. Been doing soundproofing and getting the gear for just experiencing with and doing my own little recording and putting something together.
So you don't have an older brother like Billie Eilish to come in and do the recording for you?
I mean, technically I do. Technically, my second oldest brother, his name is Donald. He has his own company called Mind Exchange Music, and they literally write music, produce, and record music professionally. They've been doing it for at least 15, maybe 20 years now. But he lives in Chicago, so big shout out to Mind Exchange Music. But yeah, that'd be a tall order. Maybe someday.
I mean, if it pays off like it did for Billie Eilish.
I mean, I'm sure you would not be upset about that. But he's been doing his own thing and he's doing great. I'm real proud of him.
Well, that's awesome. Does the rest of your family still live in Wisconsin, or?
Actually, yes. Yep. So me and my second oldest brother, we're the ones in different states. My oldest brother and my youngest brother still live in Madison, and my mom and dad still alive and well and married. They're all living in either Madison or Wanakee, which is technically the little town I grew up in.
Oh.
Yeah, but my youngest brother, he's got Down syndrome, so he's still living with my mom and dad.
I see.
Yeah.
Is that does that inform any of your music, having a brother that has special needs?
I think so. Yeah, because having grown up, I feel like, but I would always try to like incorporate him in my music. He kind of like emulated me. Like there was a phase where he was like my hero, and so like just growing up, I feel like I was a little bit older because of that. I actually started writing music, probably when I was in like 7th grade, honestly, and he was always there. So I feel like he did influence it in some way. I do have a song, I totally forgot about it until you just said that, but I did write a song for him a long time ago. I'd have to dig it up, but I know I did. So.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
It can be very challenging and also rewarding at the end of the day to have somebody that you have to care for.
Yeah, growing up, it was I was like forced to grow up and be responsible for him because. Like 4 boys. My mom was always outnumbered. My dad was working a lot. Like a very just traditional stay-at-home context, but she's running kids around. And back then, you didn't have technologies to make everything more efficient. So, a lot of times I would like be the babysitter for my mom and dad, so they'd have time to just like relax. And so that would be like I take Eric to the park, and but it's a blessing more than anything else. You come to appreciate the little things way more.
Well, that's great. So, is there one tune we should look for in tonight's show? What's the big one?
Yeah. I'm gonna highlight "Go the Distance."
Okay.
So I wrote it to do my own version from. It's inspired from Hercules. Disney Hercules. There's a song "Go the Distance." It's in no way, shape, or form lyrically or compositionally the same. Not the same planet. But I remember watching that movie when I was a kid. And I remember thinking like, wow, this guy's got it good. I got to be like him. And it's a little like misrepresentative because it's like someone who's like super strong and then outcast because of that. And he's got to like do his own thing to like redeem like being a god, even though he's like already amazing. And the song, it's like you listen to it, and it's like he's doing everything on his own. And that's projected to young boys like myself, and then we grow up and we're going to do everything on our own. But if you want to go the distance, what you'll do, like in the movie, no one can do it alone. Like he has everyone, he has support, people to like kick him in the butt, but you don't hear that in the song, not at all. And so I'm just like, and this is the way that it is, like we don't do things on our own. So I wrote it to be like my favorite line from it is, if you want to go the distance, the first step is to go. And like most people, like just struggle, and the idea is like getting someone to just like help you force those next couple of steps on goals or dreams or, really just like even responsibilities. But yeah, that's the one that's really fun.
All right, man. We'll be looking for it. You ready to get out there and give us some?
Heck yeah.
All right, man.
Rock.
Thanks for coming on Moonshine Music. Check it out right now. Paul Walker on Moonshine Music.
Thanks.
do not want you. Thank you. Thank you. So for my last song, it's non-lyrical, but interesting fact, my name legitimately and truly is Paul Walker. And so this song that I'm about to play for you, it's called Beauty, was inspired by a poem I wrote. And you can actually find that on my Instagram if you just search me for @PaulWalker the Infamous. And then it's my most recent post. You can actually find the whole poem. So if you want to listen to this next song, like kind of while you read it, it'll maybe make more sense. But just because I'm kind of like a music theory nerd, I did want to share that there is a motif that you'll hear recurrent through this song. B-E-A. B-E-A, the first three letters of beauty. And the thing that I like about it is that really beauty is in like the calm, the angry, the ugly. It's in everything. And so you hear this, every time you hear this, just the context, it'll be a little bit different. And that's my take on, just something really powerful. So I hope you enjoy my last song. It's called Beauty.
Moonshine and Music is produced by Joe Shelton. Our cameraman, grip, and stunt double is Brent Lee Smith. Artwork by Bailey Shelton. Production crew, Patrick Zabriskie, Ray Hoskins, and special thanks to the Owens family. Also thanks to the H.J. Ricks Center for the Arts, Tony Seiler and Heather Warren staff for all of their assistance in our National Road Music Series shows. Moonshine and Music is copyright 2025, all rights reserved. Hope to see you next time on Moonshine and Music.